Just a little comeback on that with the turn. 2-4-0 for it.
Of 6. लकी होना पड़ेगा बैट का
2-4 then Sri Lanka, half an hour after tea. Revised playing conditions. Well, at the moment our focus is elsewhere, but we're talking about the cricket.
देखियो 2 के लिए जस्तू नहीं 2 के लिए भागेगा ये
Ravindra Jadeja. He's been very good today. Change of ends for him. Down on one knee. He's hit that well into the gap. Sonal Dinusha. He's batting on a different pitch. He's looking so different to the other Sri Lankan batters out there. Evening, Angelo Matthews.
Sonal has played a blinder of an innings for Sri Lanka. A lone fighter, the lower middle order. It's down on one knee, hits it flat batted towards mid-wicket for a 4. This is a vital innings for Sri Lanka from Sonal Dinusha.
बहुत है बोल यार ऑफ स्टॉप जाते
Jadeja again. Trying to bowl into the rough. He goes again. No one moves. He's hit it so well. There are fielders in the deep, but he's taking them on. He's piercing the gap.
Same area, same result. Picking his spots, Sonal Dinusha. Knows his game very well, knows where the gaps are.
Sweep shot has been the go-to shot for Sonal Dinusha. And he plays each spinner very differently. Each bowler, he has his own method.
He understands his game so very well. He knows his options against each and every bowler.
चलो boys
Sweeps very well, goes on the back foot whenever it's short, rotates the strike. Exactly the way a batter should be batting on this wicket.
Yep, that's all he should do, Lahiru Kumara. Dead batch each delivery. Let Sonal Dinusha keep scoring the runs at the other end. 45 balls, the most he's faced in a test innings. Lahiru Kumara scored 7 against New Zealand in Wellington, 2022. At least a couple for Lahiru Kumara. Oh, in fact, it's gone for 4. 250 for Sri Lanka. 253 for 8. $253 for 8. Pasidhu Bandara, Surya Bandara 80. Sonal Dinusha playing his own little game. 4 in the deep on the leg side for Manav Sutar. Last ball of last over. Went straight down. No chance for Rahul. He's not shy. Give Lairu Kumara the strike. He'll just be hoping that he wouldn't try to take the bowler on, just like Keshara Nuwanta did until tried to go over the top. He looked very solid in defence.
Yeah, disappointed with Keshara Nuwanta. Batted so very well. He was in control. And when Sonal Dinusha was on the other end, shouldn't have done that. I can understand if he had done it, if Sonal had gotten out, but in that occasion, it was a bad shot. There you go, getting too close to the ball. It's straight to mid-off. Didn't have to do that. Sonal is batting so well at the other end.
They had made 18 of 74 till then. One big hit, he hit Saransh Jain for 6. Other than that, the innings was built on solid defence. 2 men under the helmet, 1 on the off, 1 on the leg. Will he do something different? Lairu Kumara. Nope, that's the way.
Not gonna play any shot.
Well, I hope
Only
not.
one mindset, boys.
This is the way to go for
Draw,
Lairu
draw,
Kumara.
let's
Just
go.
keep defending. Support Sonal Dinusha from the other end.
Lot more turn for Suthar in this session. And I'll tell you why, because he's bowling from the right end for the spinners.
Bold, Manav.
We mentioned before play as well. There are areas for the left. Guys, he's got enough. He's chipped Siraj. Miss it, which doesn't even run down to the boundary. He'll get a earful from Sonal Dinusha at the end of the over. 256 for 8.
What do you think is going on?
These victims are going to end up being alien.
This is a threat no one's ever seen before.
In bright as day. In black as night. No evil shall escape my sight.
Let's go, Jadoo.
Jadeja.
Beautiful Jad.
We'll start seeing this more and more. We're into the third evening. Look at that. The ball pitches. Bit of soil dispersed. Pitch drying up. Players running down the pitch and they plugged that gap which Dinusha used in the last over.
Yo. Lovely Jad.
And your 75 overs bowled, second new ball at the 80th over. What would the mindset of the batter be? Lairu Kumara especially. Does it play a part? Will that be discussed? This was earlier though.
Yeah, Lairu Kumara and Siraj. Almost signing a contract there. Kumara saying to Siraj, you don't bowl me any bounces and we'll look after you when you come to bat.
Beautiful Jaddy.
It was a long conversation as Sonal Dinusha was getting some treatment at that stage. I was of course trying to figure out what exactly would be said. Does Siraj speak Sinhalese? Does Lairu Kumara speak Hindi? Oh, I don't know.
Or maybe a bit of both for both of them. Lairu watches a lot of Indian movies as well.
Let's go, Jadoo bhai.
So maybe a bit of Hindi and teaching Siraj a little bit of Sinhalese as well.
Only defense, boys. Only defense, boys.
He's being crowded out. I think they like him now. After that chat with Siraj, they're all coming in close to have a chat.
Shots, boys. Though.
Mid-off drops back.
Yeah, certainly the new ball will be discussed. And Sonal Dinusha has to take a lot of strike when the new ball is taken.
Now that's not too far away. 57 for 8. Third session, just the 1 wicket. I'm hoping that the SSC will.
Lovely, lovely.
Lazy
Back,
shot
back.
from.
Exactly why I say Sonal Dinusha is playing way to go.
Into the 80s he goes. Sweep. Saransh Jain, the off spinner, who tends to take the ball away. Side. But he gets so low and gets in front that he's in control when he Manav Sutar as much.
Getting slowly into the game, using that rough. The earlier overs, getting the speed up.
Over the wicket now. Great.
445.
Trailing by 200. .45.
Lovely, Jaddu bhai.
Faced 101 balls between them. Runs immaterial. They've added 25, but it's about surviving and letting Dinusha keep controlling the batting.
Running hard.
Running.
Just the one. Siraj is doing some running. They, after bowling quite a lot of overs.
Sajad.
Probably he needed to run just to loosen up, get back into the groove, because in 15 balls time the second new ball will be due, and I would think Gill wouldn't want to waste time. Whether he bowls spin or pace, he would want that hard ball in hand.
Lovely, lovely. Yeah, boy.
Down the ground, it's safe. He just couldn't resist that one tossed up. He's very lucky that was a miss hit.
Very unwanted by
Lovely, yeah,
Lairu
boys.
Kumara. Just needs to defend and help
Beautiful
Sonal
lad.
Dinusha get the runs. That was definitely unwanted. Especially the long on was in place.
Field brought in, last ball of the over. India thinking, let's keep Sonal Dinusha off strikes for the next. Pulls it wide. 260 for 8. Only Asita Fernando to come. Making India work, that's the way to go. 30 runs put between Kumara and Sonal Dinusha.
Sri Lanka still needs to keep believing. They still need to believe that they can win from even from teams who are in this position.
Last ball of last over, it was a faster one, a wideish one, and this was before he bowled that. It's already given. Bang, he spins it back in from there.
Let's go,
Dinusha will
boys.
think short and wide. I missed 4.
Defense, only defense. Don't know any other. Oi, hey. Blind defense, boys.
He's not biting. Isn't that good for Kumara?
All fielders are up, boys. All fielders are up.
Yeah, Lairu Kumara doesn't need to do anything silly here.
Oh, that was thrown way in the air. I think it was hard work to just not have a swing. Controlling his instincts.
He's certainly licking his lips.
Little quicker. Did that turn? Did that straighten? Now.
India not interested to go upstairs.
Oh, lovely. That was much slower.
That's a ripper.
Come on. Make the use of big muscles, boys. Make the use of big muscles.
Off spinner's perfect delivery. Lairu Kumara did well to miss that.
One more to survive. Oh. Almost played it into Silimidov's hands. 260 for 8. Well, the idea was right from Lairu Kumara, but played in front of him ever so slightly. Good reactions from the fielder up in front, but Padikkal it was.
Anyways, you are not hitting. You defend. You just defensive.
Would you have taken that, Russell?
Easy peasy.
बहुत
Like
है यार जड्डू भाई.
That
Tommy, that you have a quick one.
play in the mind of Lairu Kumara. Joe Root in 2021 scored 164 runs against Sri Lanka. Both test matches were played in Galle. I remember that he swept his way to a 200, 180.
One and six, boys.
Ben Duckett got 125
One out of the crop, boys.
against Pakistan with the sweep shot.
Oh, yo.
Of course, the sweep shot is one
One out of
what
the
you
rough,
need
boys.
to play when you're playing in turning or spinning conditions.
One from the rough, one from the rough, one from the rough, boys.
Joe Root again in 2021.
Straighten up, straighten up.
England came to Sri Lanka and then went across to India. Never short of a word.
Boys.
Asked if Joe Root can leave his bat behind with him.
Most of the batters who have had success in Sri Lanka are the ones who
Only 2 balls you have.
swept
Then
well.
bouncer. It's fine.
I remember even Matthew Hayden's, Brian Lara's. Joe Root for that matter.
Oh, yo.
Now, Sonal Dinusha currently.
Couple of balls ago. No, we'll come back to that. Quicker delivery, 80 balls. In the last over, couple of words being exchanged. Safraz.
Come on, Lairu bhai. Only 2 balls you have. Then bouncer. It's fine.
Only 2 balls you have, then bouncer.
Implying that this new ball will be taken and it will be Prasidh Krishna and Siraj coming in at him. Still bowling with the old ball, Saran. Lairu Kumara asking Sonal Dinusha, haven't they taken the new ball yet?
It shows that he's looking.
See if Kumara would like some runs before that second new ball taken. Not a happy camper because even in the 2 innings down in Galle, he had to come out to bat around the time that second new ball taken. We talk about the second new ball because it's a moment for the bowlers. Harder ball, there's a lot more zip, bit more variable pace, bounce on offer, and it gets harder for batters. Though, there we go. They waited for Lairu Kumara to come on strike.
Now 2 balls. One is going away. One is straight, boys.
I wish I could understand most of what's being said around.
Well, maybe things like, shyarikhajana for dinner. What are you going to have for dinner? What do you normally have for breakfast?
Senior player, elder statesman, rarely says anything. Maturity, just encouraging the bowler, but the real banter is from the youngsters from around the bat. Oh, now
before the pad. So I'll go back to Hassan. Hassan, I get you overturn your decision. There's bat involved. You're on screen now, signal now, not out.
oh, inside edge. Probably the first one overturned in this test match for Ihsan Raza. But the ball skidding through. That's like a new ball. Suddenly different things tend to happen.
A rare mistake by Hassan Raza. Done extremely well so far in this game.
Last ball of Saransh Jain's over. Quicker. Well, he thought he had his maiden test wicket, not to be, with Sri Lanka 262 for 8 as drinks come on to the park.
Well, some outstanding properties available in Sri Lanka and in Colombo in particular. I can tell you that this is one of them. And most people do go there. Some lovely cuisine. And it is right, Sri Lanka hanging in there, 262 for 8. And Sonal Dinusha yet again standing up, 83. Masindu Surya Bandara, very impressive 80. Hamid Mendis looked good on 32 as well. India has tried hard. Manav Sutar, 3 wickets. Prasid Krishna was impressive too, 3. And, Jain still to get a wicket. They nearly had one, which was over. Trailing by 241 runs. India has through slips. Gully got a man out for the pull at backward square leg, also at deep backward point, and now he's pushing a man to third. They'll want to bowl to Lahiru Kumara. That will be the plan, Sanjay. Straight away a bit of discomfort. That bounced.
Has that ability. He comes from a height and hits the ball into the pitch. It's something that we see in places like South Africa, where you release the ball, it doesn't do much. That was his first wicket. Jaiswal taking a great catch. This was a superb delivery this morning. And then the field was set heavy off to score on the leg side, getting out. So he's that kind of a bowler. The ones that you find in places like South Africa, Australia. Full delivery. Uses that as a variation, so he gets more out of the pitch. It comes from a height and hits the deck, and invariably there's some sideways movement that we see with Prasidh Krishna. Some promising signs with Shyarikhajana, who has looked, what should I say, more was expected from his off spinners, but I think towards the end of that last over, just before that, he may have found his ideal speed. There is a chance, Shubman Gill, because he's a debutant and hasn't quite found his rhythm yet, might go back to him with the new ball. He almost got a wicket as well. It's wonder with the 85, 87 and the odd 90 delivery, 90 kilometers per hour delivery is his ideal speed. Bowled quite a few slow deliveries started off, bowling his first 7 overs. Some balls were in the 70s. So let's hope that happens. For the moment, Prasidh Krishna, the go-to man for India for wickets. And this time, Dinusha will take a single, and we've got a couple of balls now for Lahiru Kumara to face.
Yeah, he's in some discomfort. I think he was hit on the thigh or somewhere at first delivery.
To see with Prasidh Krishna. Some promising signs with Shyarikhajana.
Look at the way that he just hobbles. Lahiru Kumara has a massive task to see out the next 2 deliveries. The man at short leg.
What should I say?
More comes in
from his off spinners, but I think
this
towards
might
the end
be
of that last over,
bluff.
just before that,
Just setting it up for a short ball, giving him the impression. Might go full. First delivery. Lahiru Kumar obviously might be slightly on back foot. Back foot square leg on the boundary. Backs away. Backed away. That's what pace can do.
Maybe he was making room to glide it down to the third man. Interesting, the back foot was almost outside leg stump and made contact in front of leg stump. Sonal Dinusha didn't take the single, so he's got one more ball to face, and after that, of course, Sonal will try and play as many balls of the next over. Should be another sort of fuller delivery.
Swinging very nearly. Well, he was going for the full delivery. He manages to keep it out. 263 for 8.
That time has been taken off. Played that ball and then is telling the umpire can't see it. They're not very keen to continue batting. Umpires will have to stick to that number and ignore everything else. But this is something, you know, I'm really getting fed up with in our game is the guy's lying down. He can actually lie down and be like that for 10-15 minutes. There's nothing in the rule book. Because he wants to continue playing, he'll say, I want treatment, and they can do this forever. I mean, it's beyond high time that once there is an injury situation, have a timer on the big screen that you have to sort out your injury issue in a certain time or you leave the field. It just takes so much time in our game to do the obvious things, and there are so many examples of other sports who value time a lot more. Everything is on a timer. In between sets, If the player is not willing to come onto the court, time, they're reminded again. So very conscious of time taken with the action provided. Look at these two hunks.
Well, no, they don't seem to be having a problem with time. The one in the red shirt has plenty of time on his side.
I mean, look at what's happening now. Look at what's happening. We are right in the middle of test match action, and players also slowly coming back in. Umpires have no power to do anything about it. He's well within his right to get treatment. We had Rishabh Pant as well on the field. Unbelievable we not tackle this issue. Time taken. Players plotting their injury issues and just time taken away from the game.
I think it's a very fair point you make.
Beautiful, beautiful boy.
There has to be some kind of control. It can be obvious, it can be faked, you never know. But yeah, you need to just show that those boundaries. Oh, how did that miss? How did that miss?
He's a completely different bowler now. The last, I think, couple of overs, he's bowled only in between 85 and 87. That was very close to the outside edge. Great delivery. Had to play. And I think this is his natural bowling style. I haven't seen him much before. I just wonder whether the Indian team wanted him to bowl slower. So we saw Kuldeep Yadav doing the opposite, bowling fast in Gaul, which is not his natural style, and seemed like Srilanka was bowling slow, far slower than he normally does, because this clearly seems to be his comfort zone. The accuracy is better, penetration is more.
He's in the mid-80s to about they will take a single. He'll look to farm the strike as much as he can.
Interesting that when he's bowling in this style, there's not been one ball that has been even 81 or 82. It's been 85, 87, that's the range. And then the wicket delivery, almost a wicket delivery that was given out and then reviewed, was in the 90s. So the chairman of selector sits there, watches every ball. He's also got an iPad, which gives him this view that we get in front of him, because he has otherwise a side view of the match. That's the thing with Ajit. He's very dedicated to whatever he has to do. So he's not just happy watching from the side. There is an iPad there for him to, and I think it gets real-time action. By the time it reaches your homes, it's a slightly delayed pictures that you get.
264 for 8. Well, it's 34 runs partnership of 80. Eight balls, and Jadeja will goal at this end. And interestingly, now these guys are getting a bit excited. They're walking around, and meanwhile, Lahiru Kumara has faced 48 deliveries, and that is the longest he's batted. Number of balls. Last time it was 45. versus New Zealand in Wellington in 2023. So that's a credit.
So that's the peak of his
48 balls and counting.
Well done. So the umpires have conveyed to Gill that you can't use the fast bowler. The light is pretty bad, so India spin from both ends.
I wouldn't be complaining because someone like Jadeja can be very handy with an newish ball. He's quick, he's at you, and the surface can play tricks and pronounce him harder ball. It worked well for them.
Ideally, they would have liked Prasidh Krishna because he's been that wicket-taking bowler. With spinners, it's not been that easy. Wickets haven't come along as easily as Gill would have thought. On day 3, where we thought there would be a lot of turn in the pitch, there's Srilanka with his top score, 13 not out. He's on 8, but faced more balls. 48, right? So it's a big improvement from 32 balls.
Also in the context of the game, I think he's hung in there. Very sensible, just supported Sonal Dinusha. He's getting that ball to bite and bounce. See, that's why I consider Jadeja to be so dangerous. He's always so accurate. And remember at Gaul, how he dismissed Dhananjaya. No, what are you trying? You've been playing so well, defending, trying to take him on.
Second time he's done that, huh? Trying to hit a 6. What to do? It's in their DNA. How do you get rid of that? Pitching outside, missing by a foot almost. Okay, now it's time to run off the field. Everyone running. Our crew as well. The first one who reaches there at the pitch is our guy who has to remove that stump, Mike. Stumps as well to be kept in safe custody before the covers come on. So you have the center pitch covered first and all the other areas covered later. It's become gloomy again around this time. It was predicted by somebody in our commentary box that around 4:30 you might have this, and it's about 5. Even in the morning, I think it was 30 minutes off. 30 minutes off.
Well, very unfortunate. And that's how dark it is getting. Sri Lanka will be pleased. There is some sort of recovery with those rallies for those late wickets. Wicket number 8 and now 9th wicket. They have hung in there, supported Sonal Dinusha.
And again, to note is it's not raining at the moment, maybe a light drizzle, but this is precautionary that you have to take. They get into a bit of a fix. 99.9% the rains come. On the odd occasion it doesn't. You look at all this as wastage of time, but they can't take that risk. In that kind of a series with Sri Lanka, there have been just a couple of partnerships, a couple of batters playing really well. See the batting card. 2 youngsters in their 80s, the rest contributing nothing really. Mishara, I thought, looked good, but couldn't cash in on the start.
Yet again, Sonal Dinusha impressed. Was very good at goal and was again not afraid to play his shots. The sweep was his
runs, and he's looked the most threatening, the most likely bowler to get a wicket for India. Manav Sutar amongst the wickets, but nothing like how he bowled at Gaul. Maybe this pitch in a way has been a little more difficult for the Indian spinners. They thought there'll be quick turn and hence more easy to get wickets. Was it to be today? It started off spectacularly for India. Prasidh with that wicket. It's all happened yesterday in fading light. Light was fading, tempers were rising, and this morning had one great delivery to begin with, and then another one to get Dhananjaya De Silva out after being well set. That's how Bandara got out, and then down the leg side was Tequila. Yeshran Nuwanta caught at deep mid-off. Towers are still visible, which is a good sign. Sri Lanka trailing by 238 runs, and I think we are all in agreement perhaps that India won't enforce the follow-on. 200 margin that's needed to enforce the follow-on in a 5-day match. 65 for 8 is Sri Lanka's current score.
Right, that's how it looks. The ground is gradually being secured by the ground staff. The umbrellas are out, so there is a definite threat of rain. So for the moment, I don't see any prospect of play because the light also has dipped quite a bit, and now the rain is just starting to. So that is the story at the SSC. 265 for 8.